Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. We gather virtually today to celebrate the outstanding achievements of the Sage Oak Charter Schools class of 2024. Each of you represents a journey marked by success, growth, and perseverance. At Sage Oak, we go beyond traditional education. We aim to nurture excellence in its many forms. The excellence is as varied as our students themselves, encompassing academics, artistic, technical, and humanitarian paths. Each path has its own value, contributing uniquely to the tapestry of our school's achievements. Your time at Sage Oak has equipped you with the tenacity needed to overcome challenges. This will be an invaluable trait as you move forward, but even more so, today marks a beginning, an exciting launch into new opportunities where you can apply the knowledge and skills you've honed here. As you embark on this new chapter, carry forward the spirit of Sage Oak, embrace the future with optimism and the readiness to achieve even greater success. Remember, wherever you go, you bring with you not only the achievements of today, but the promise of tomorrow. Congratulations, class of 2024. We are incredibly proud of what you have accomplished so far and look forward to seeing all that you'll achieve next.
Good afternoon. Please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Please join me in welcoming today's keynote speaker, Dennis Denoya. Dennis is not only an inspiring math teacher, but also a successful entrepreneur. He owns and operates his own business where he teaches math classes and crafts curricula that truly resonates with students. His innovative approach to education has transformed the way students engage with math, making it more accessible and enjoyable. Dennis's commitment to education and his unique ability to connect with his students has made a significant impact in the field. Today, he's here to share his insights and experience with us. Welcome, Dennis Denoya.
Hello, Sage Oak class of 2024. Graduates, this is an exciting time for you. My name's Dennis Denoya, and I'm Mr. D from Mr. D Math. If we've never met before, hello. One of the things I want to tell you about Sage Oak Charter School is that in 2013, I traveled to a convention in California, and I met one of the administrators from Sage Oak, Miss Tracy King. Tracy and I sat down and she started to tell me what Sage Oak Charter School was all about. And when she did, we realized that there was an opportunity to bring Mr. D Math to Sage Oak Charter School. You were the first charter school that I ever got to work with. So you're near and dear to my heart always. I'm so excited for you. For what? For completing your high school courses, your high school curriculum, and what? And now that you're ready to move into what's next for you. So what is next for you? As you look and see, what is it that you're up to in your life? I'm going to tell you a little story about myself and some of the things that I've done, but I want to relate it to you, the graduates, the graduating class of 2024. Back in my day, a long time ago, when I was your age, getting ready to graduate from high school, and I wondered, what was it that I wanted to do in my adult life? Now, my parents were always saying to me, well, you're going to do this. You're going to go to high school, you're going to go to college, and then you can do what? Then you can go to work, get a great job. So that's what I thought there was to do. But I wasn't doing what I loved to do. In fact, when I went to college, I studied business. Why did I study business? Because I thought that's what I needed to do. And then I got a job at a major corporation after college, and I really didn't like it. In fact, I didn't like it so much that I didn't stay in the industry very long. But something today, something that's amazing today for the people of your generation is this, is that we as educators, as parents, as mentors, as people around you, what we're sharing with you is asking you, what is it that you love to do? What is it that you love to do? And if you're doing that, that is the direction you want to head in. My parents didn't tell me that. In fact, what they told me was, well, if I love to do something, it'll be a great hobby for me, but maybe not a career. And as you can tell, what happened? Well, I didn't stay in the business world very long in corporate America. Now, I run a business today, so I did get some of the skills and training from running a business from college, but really when I look today, I'm doing what I love to do. And what I want to share with you is that knowing what you love to do and saying what you love to do is a function of your word. Your word is very, very powerful. How do I know that? Well, one reason I know that is I'm going to take a guess that you've been saying that you're going to be the class of 2024 as a high school graduate for a long time. Did you notice? You've always said what? I'm graduating in 2024, and here it is 2024, and you're what? You're graduating, just like you said. The power of your word is very, very powerful. You say who you are, what you're up to, and who you're going to be in the world. And are you going to be doing what you love to do? You know, it brings me to a word that is really important to me, since we're talking about words, and that word is integrity. Now, people use the word integrity in lots of different ways, but I want to share it with you in this way. Integrity is simply this. Integrity is honoring your word as yourself. Now, what does that mean? So when I say honor, it's like giving honor to something, like you cherish it, your word. It's very powerful. Notice that I didn't say that integrity is keeping your word. I didn't say that. I said that integrity is honoring your word. Honoring your word as yourself. What does that mean? Well, what that means is simply this, that you're going to do what you say you're going to do, and you're going to do it when you said you would do it. But what about those times that you don't do what you said you were going to do, and you didn't do it when you said you were going to do it? That's the second part of honoring your word. You see, honoring your word also can be looked at as what is it to not only have the honor of your word, but restoring honor to your word when you may not do exactly what you said you were going to do. So how do you restore honor to your word? It's as simple as this. If you made a promise to someone, if you made a promise to a lot of people, then what you want to do is to let them know, hey, this was what I said I was going to do. I didn't do that. But here's what I'm going to do instead. And you're doing what? You're restoring honor to your word. That people can count on you to do what? To do the things that you said you were going to do when you were going to do them. And if you're not going to do them, that they can count on you to let them know that you didn't do something you said you were going to do. It's as simple as that. Now, when I say it's as simple as that, does that make it easy? No, not at all. Why? Because to be up to big things in your life, you're going to have to what? You're going to have to make big promises. So just look and see, what is it that you love to do? And how can you take what you love to do and turn it into what? Into your passion, into your career, and how you'll make money in the world. But not just making money in the world, because it's not about making money. It's about what? It's about having that money so that you can do the things that you love doing, take care of your family, take care of yourself, and have an amazing life. It really is as simple as that. I did an interview one time with 5 millionaires. I was at a point in my life where I wasn't exactly sure what I really wanted to do because I wasn't doing what I love to do. So I want to tell you about that interview. I interviewed these 5 millionaires. And by the way, I interviewed them in the year 2008. So not too long ago. And I sat down with each of them, and they were very different people. One was in sales, one was an engineer, one owned a car dealership, another was in real estate. And as I interviewed each of them, what I found out was they had one thing in common. They didn't all go to college. They weren't all born in the United States. They were very, very different, but there was this one thing they had in common, and that was this. They were doing what they loved to do. In fact, the person that was the engineer said something to me really interesting that I'll never forget. He said this. He said, if you're doing what you love to do, the money will find you. I thought about that and I thought, man, that's amazing. All right, well, what does that look like in my life? So I looked, and I really looked. You know, I started teaching in 1988, and I left the classroom in the year 2005. I was fed up. I couldn't take it anymore. It was time to do something different. And so I thought I was never going to teach again. And so I went and I looked for a different career path. But it wasn't working for me because I wasn't doing what I love to do. So in 2008, when I did those interviews, what did I do? I sat down and I started to look, well, what is it that I love to do to find if the money will find me? So I looked to see, what is it that I love to do? Well, I love being around young people. I love teaching, and believe it or not, I actually really love math. But even more than that was I loved getting in front of people and talking about the things that are important to them, how to find the passion in your life and how to set goals and achieve them. That was all I needed. Because once I did that, in 2008, Mr. D Math was born. And it's been no looking back ever since. I'm very thankful to those 5 millionaires. Why? Because they've helped me achieve my dreams as well. And back in 2005, my last day in the classroom, you know, we had this opportunity to have an assembly with all the students of the school that I was teaching at. And I was teaching in a public school and I was teaching math. And we looked out to the students, and for me, it was my last year, and I was saying goodbye to them because I knew I was leaving. So here's what I told the students in 2005. I said, in the year 2020, here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to try to find me on social media or however else you can find me and find out where I live, because I'm not going to be in the United States anymore. That's it. I'm going to be in business, and I'm going to what? I'm going to be somewhere else. In the year 2020, I was in two different countries. One was Puerto Rico, and the other was Spain. And I'd been traveling back and forth between Puerto Rico and Spain since 2015, and I still do that today. So I looked to see, what was it that I said? I made a big promise. My promise was what? In the year 2020, I wouldn't be living in the US anymore. Guess what? In 2020, I wasn't living in the US anymore. In 2020, I had started a company that was doing really well, and I was traveling internationally. Pretty amazing. That company started in 2008, Mr. D Math, and here we are today. And I'm doing what I love to do. So when I start to look at the power of my word, what happened? In 2005, I made a big promise to a lot of people. I didn't know how I was going to get that all done. I just knew that I was going to do it. In fact, I knew that I was going to do it so much that there wasn't anything else to do but do that. And even in 2005, Mr. D Math was not a company, but in 2008 it was. And in 2015, I was able to what? To move from my home state of Florida to where? To Valencia, Spain. And in 2019, I moved my office from where? From Florida to Puerto Rico. So now I live in both countries, I travel, I have an amazing life, and I'm doing what I love to do. It's amazing. Why? Why is that amazing? Because I said, this is who I am, I'm doing what I love to do, and there's no looking back. You know, I think back to that engineer that said to me, if you're doing what you love to do, the money will find you. It did. Not only did the money find me, but my passion and my love for education and my love for what I love to do, which is what? Which is be in front of you right now. To be able to share with you, what does it take to do what? To have a life that is a life worth living, a life where your dreams become realities, a life where you get to make a difference in the world. And it all comes back to what? One simple word: integrity. Honoring your word as yourself. It's as simple as that. Really go out into the world and do what? Make huge promises, big promises. Make the kinds of promises that seem unreal to you, like they'll never happen. But if you do what? If you honor your word, things will happen. If you're doing what you love to do, it's kind of funny how the universe will look out at you and get aligned. Get aligned how? Get aligned in doing what? In putting the things in front of you that you will be able to be the success that I already know that you are. So as you look around and you see people that are sitting next to you in your graduation, if you look around and you see your family, you see your friends, maybe you're not at the graduation and you're watching this on video, whatever it is, what is it that you love to do? What promises are you going to make? And how are you going to continue to be a person who has integrity? Somebody who honors their word as themselves. That's it. That's all there is. Take a look and see. Are you someone who has integrity? You know the people who don't have that kind of integrity. You know the kind of people that when they tell you something, that you can count on them, that they're going to do what they said. Or you also know people that what? That they say things, but you can't count on them. There's a lack of integrity there. But by being someone who honors their word as themselves, really, like making promises. When are you going to graduate from high school? Right now. What are you up to next in your life? Maybe you're going to start a business. Maybe you're going to college. Maybe you're joining the military. Maybe you're going to a trade school. Maybe you're going to take a gap year and take a year off and travel. Well, whatever those things are, make promises. Make big promises. Tell yourself what you're up to in your life. Tell others what you're up to in your life. And by the way, when you share things with other people that you're up to in your life, guess what? They want to help you. In fact, oftentimes by sharing things with other people in what you're up to in your life, those people will have ideas that you never thought of. And they'll lead you to the next person, to the next person, to the next person who's going to be able to help you fulfill on your dreams, on what you're up to. Why? Because this is a life worth living. You already have everything you need to make your life amazing. Why? Because every person has unique gifts that they can offer to the world. So all you have to do is what? Is be the amazing, talented, outstanding, and extraordinary person that you already are. Go out into the world, make a difference, and do what? Honor your word as yourself. Be someone who walks the talk. You are someone who does what? Who lives a life of integrity, who has honor, and best of all, you're doing what you love to do. I'm Mr. D from Mr. D Math, and I congratulate you, the class of 2024. Thank you for being extraordinary.
Thank you, Dennis. We appreciate you sharing your word. And now, some words of advice from Sage Oak alum for the class of 2024.
Hi, Sage Oak seniors. Congratulations on graduating from high school. My name is Sayana Lee, and I graduated from Sage Oak in 2020. And since then, I went to college, I graduated, and then now I'm working as a clinical research coordinator at the VA hospital in Long Beach. And if I had to give myself a piece of advice when I was a senior, I would encourage myself and encourage all of you to have the mindset of fail early, cheaply, and often, which I know doesn't sound super rosy, but I think it can actually be very liberating to have this mindset because you'll take more risks. You'll be more open to exploring, to expanding, and to putting yourself out there. And I think those are really, really valuable skills to develop early as you either go to college or start working. And so, yeah, I would just encourage you guys to have that mindset and be free from the fear of failure. So I look forward to hearing about all the amazing things that you end up doing to the Sage Oak staff. Have a good one.
Hi, class of 2024. My name is Ava Woodcraft. I was a Sage Oak graduate in 2021, and I currently attend the University of California, San Diego, majoring in psychology. If I could go back in time and give my senior self a piece of advice, it would be to learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Time after graduation can come with a lot of new experiences, some of which can be scary or difficult or awkward, but learning how to embrace those feelings and then do those things anyway can help you to accomplish so much. Also, just trying something new, putting yourself out there. I was an orientation leader, I got to do research, and I never could have imagined myself doing those things, but I'm so grateful for those experiences and I learned so much. So just be open to new experiences, have grace for yourself, and you're gonna kill it. I'm so excited for all of you in your futures, and congratulations.
Hi, my name is Fatima Sullivan. I graduated from Sage Oak in 2022, and I'm currently a freshman studying viola performance at the Bienen School of Music at Northwestern University. If I could go back to my senior year of high school and give myself advice, I would just say, don't make decisions based on fear or don't be hesitant in any way. Just think about what you're passionate about and go for it, be confident, and just know that you're going to end up where you're meant to be. So congratulations, and I wish you all the best.
Hello and congratulations, class of 24. My name is Gabriella Jager. I graduated Sage Oak in 2023, and I am now studying astrophysics at Washington University in St. Louis. If I could give myself and all of you one piece of advice, it would be that no matter what your next step is, to take the time to explore your interests. Some of my best experiences in college so far have been taking a class outside of my major and joining a new club.
Hey Sage Oak, my name is Isaiah Salcedo. I'm a freshman here at Purdue University studying aerospace engineering. I graduated Sage Oak in 2023. If I had to give advice to myself when I was graduating high school, going into college, it would definitely be just to get yourself out there. I feel like when you're in high school, it's pretty easy to get used to the people around you, the places around you, and especially when you're moving away to college or to work, you're not going to know people. You know, you're not going to know the area. You might not even know who you're living with. And that was the scariest part for me. But I feel like you just kind of have to force yourself to get out there, talk to people, introduce yourself to people in your classes, get involved with clubs, even like the city. Your local city probably has a lot of things you can get involved with, and just finding things that you like to do, whether it's like sports, music, art. There's probably people there who also enjoy the same things. So once you find your niche, you can definitely meet new people who also enjoy that, and yeah, I feel like that's will ultimately make your transition much easier. So yeah, congratulations you guys on graduating, and I wish you the best of luck.
Hello, my name is Natalie Sanger, and I have the honor and privilege to introduce our senior performer for the graduating class of 2024, Rosemary Umapig. I have worked with Rosemary for 2 years now, and she is one of the most talented students I have ever had the pleasure of working with. Not only is she incredibly talented, but she is one of the hardest working people I've ever met. Her drive and determination to be excellent in everything that she does is what sets her apart, and I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to work with her over the last 2 years. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Rosemary Umapig, who will be performing Letter to My 13-Year-Old Self by Laufey with her brother, Peter.
Where are we going? We're going to the playground?
That don't quite fit you anyway. Voices echo in the gym. Another girl's had her first kiss. Please don't think too much of it, darling. I'm so sorry that they pick you last. Try to say your foreign name and I know that you feel loud, so different from the crowd. And long blonde hair and boys that stare, but baby, know that you'll grow up and grow so tough and charm them. Write your story, fall in love too. The things you thought you'd never do. I wish I could go back and give her a squeeze myself at 13 and just let her know that she's beautiful. Keep on going with your silly dream. Life is prettier than it may seem. One day you'll be up on stage. They're calling your name as you graduate. Of tears and failing fears, and no one cares, will all make sense, 'cause you'll grow up and grow so confident and write your story. The things you thought you myself at 13 and just let her know that she's beautiful.
Hi, my name is Tema Dale, and I am so excited and honored to be able to introduce our Sage Service winner for this year, Mila Slaughter. I have been Mila's education advisor since she was in 9th grade, and it was evident since day one that she has such a passion for giving back to her community and volunteering. She doesn't do it just to bulk up her resume. She truly has a heart for it. Mila has a 4.4 GPA, is graduating early this year as a junior. It has been so fun to watch her leadership skills in this arena grow over the last few years. We are very lucky to be able to hear directly from her own experience. I hope it inspires you guys to give back to your own communities. So proud of you, Mila.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to start out by congratulating all of the graduates in the class of 2024. Great job, everyone. You know, I never really expected that volunteering would play such a big role in my life. I stumbled into it very unexpectedly, actually. When I was in 7th grade, I was at my local library when I overheard someone at the children's department desk asking for a volunteering application. On a whim, I decided to ask for one as well, and I filled it out. Now, here I am, years later, having dedicated hundreds of service hours to the Yorba Linda Public Library. I've served on 2 programs, one that runs story times for children and one that plans and hosts programs for teens. At times, it's been chaotic. At times, it's been stressful as well. I've done a lot, from making gallons of slime for an escape room to dancing the hokey pokey in front of 50 kids and their parents. But you know, it's all been worth it. These experiences have taught me things that'll stick with me for the rest of my life. Now, when I first applied to be a volunteer, the only remaining shifts left were for Storytime volunteers, so that's what I had to sign up for. I've always been on the more introverted and shy side and was even more so back then. Storytime shifts consisted of what I consider to be a living nightmare: singing, dancing, and working with puppets. Somehow, despite my fear, I decided to stay with the shift and go for it. I sang, I danced, I put on a chicken costume and pretended to lay an egg on stage. And it was scary at first, sure. But the more that I did it, the more confident I became in my ability to do hard things. Sometimes the thought of doing something is more scary than actually doing it. And when I face hard things in the future, I can always tell myself, at least this isn't a librarian asking you to pick up hundreds of sequins off of the floor. I've also realized that when you help others, you're also totally helping yourself. Volunteering has given me so many opportunities. I've met lots of amazing people, gone through a lot of unique experiences, and have developed an amazing and varied set of skills. There's also a certain satisfaction that comes with community service. Getting to see someone enjoying something that you work to help create is just absolutely incredible. This feeling makes me want to continue to volunteer and serve for the rest of my life. And you know what? Sage Oak has had a massive impact on my volunteering journey. Sage Oak has allowed me to have a flexible study schedule, which has been super important. I can study when I need to, whether that's in the morning, in the evening, or even at, 3 a.m. This has allowed for me to have a lot of free time that I could dedicate to volunteering, since I wasn't bogged down by excessive homework or relentless due dates. I also have to thank my EA, Tema Dale, for all the help and support she's provided throughout my volunteering process. First of all, she enrolled me in a community service elective course so that I could earn school credit for volunteering. It was the best of both worlds. I could further my academic career while also doing something that I loved. She has also always been willing to talk to me about volunteering, and we discussed it at a majority of our LPMs. That meant a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. Tema's acknowledgement of my volunteering achievements helped me realize that what I was doing was really making a difference, and what I did mattered. To wrap things up, I wanted to say that to me, getting out there and volunteering is one of the best things that a person can do. Even if it's something small, even if it's just a one-time thing, it can really change your life. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Thank you, Mila. And now a word from our SAGE student speaker, Rosemarie Umapig.
Hello, I'm so honored to receive the SAGE Student Award. Thank you so much. But today, I'd like to talk about mistakes rather than awards. For me, sophomore year was the toughest year. I was taking on more community college classes and choreographing a junior musical. But I was also feeling starved of social interaction. The days felt so long, and I think many of us felt the same way, feeling lonely and wanting someone to talk to. I would get in trouble with my parents for messaging friends online instead of doing Zoom meetings, learning Spanish, and doing homework. I felt so frustrated that I couldn't talk with my friends, and because of that, I was distracted, not taking in and really understanding my courses. Looking back, I can't help but sigh. I had this image of being perfect, but how can I be when I've made so many mistakes? Well, on our journey in life, we're all bound to make mistakes, both big and small. Imperfection is part of being human, and it's okay to accept that. The pressure to be perfect can be overwhelming, but mistakes are essential to the learning process. I struggle to accept this, but mistakes provide us with an opportunity to grow, develop, and become better versions of ourselves. Rather than being afraid of making mistakes, embrace them, learn from them, and use them as stepping stones to success. Sage Oak's educational model built on the foundation of service, accountability, growth mindset, and excellence has provided me with a safe environment to learn and grow from my mistakes, inspiring me to reach new heights in my educational journey. It has provided me with opportunities to pursue not only my educational aspirations, but also my extracurricular hobbies, because I had the flexibility to build a schedule that worked for me. I was able to continue taking community college courses, even though it was hard. It was scary to take classes with adults at first. It gave me opportunities to volunteer and share my talents with my community through dance and music, which has been incredibly rewarding. I choreographed musicals, worked with young violin students, and performed with my brother at music festivals. Furthermore, Sage Oak's educational model has helped me develop a growth mindset, which will be crucial in the pursuit of a career in forensic accounting, which attention to detail, logical thinking, and creative problem solving are essential skills. I have learned to view mistakes as opportunities for improvement and to embrace challenges as a means to develop new skills. So wherever life takes us in this next chapter, just remember, mistakes happen, so embrace them. Not for the mistake you made, but for the chance of learning from it. Mistakes are lessons waiting to be learned. So don't be afraid, don't be ashamed of them and let it knock you down, but use them as stepping stones to wisdom and growth.
The following students have been awarded the President's Volunteer Service Award. They've completed unpaid acts of unpaid service benefiting others in the last 12 months. Miriam Dalawar, Aiden Kim, Tanner Rowe, Renee Sandberg, Mila Slaughter, Gilbert Aguirre, and Madeline Hughes. Congratulations. The following student has been awarded the President's Award for Academic Excellence. She has maintained a GPA of 3.5 and participated in academic enrichment activities during the year. Mariam Dalawar. Congratulations, Mariam. The following students have been awarded the State Seal of Biliteracy, completing 4 years of English, 4 years of a foreign language. They have passed a proficiency oral exam and achieved standards met on the CASP for English. Congratulations, students. The following students have been awarded the State Seal of Civic Engagement. They've passed a civics and social justice class, a U.S. history class, and a U.S. government class. Keziah Robles and Renee Sandberg. Congratulations. The following students have been awarded the Golden State Seal of Merit on their diploma. They've demonstrated mastery of the high school curriculum in at least 6 subject areas. Congratulations to all of these students. And the following students have been members of the National Honor Society at Sage Oak with a 3.0 cumulative GPA and 20 hours of service. Congratulations to all of these National Honor Society students.
It's like running through an open door. It's like finding what you're looking for. We've been waiting, we won't wait no more. Every season, every memory made, all the dreaming led us here today. Can you see it? We got a beautiful story. Every moment on and on, we got a beautiful story. And we've only just begun. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Never felt my heart beat so wild while the sunset sets the night on fire. You and me here, and it feels so right. We got a beautiful story. Every moment on and on, we got a beautiful story. And we've only just begun. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. It's like running through an open door. It's like finding what you're looking for. We got a beautiful story. Every moment on and on, we got a beautiful story. And we've only just begun. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to, the best is yet to come.
You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel alright, the kind you wanna stay up with all night. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel whole. They won't leave your side when you lose control. The ones that don't let you lose your soul. You gotta find your people, the ones that get the joke, the to understand what you're saying before a word is spoken. You gotta find your people to put the needle in the groove. When you're together, you got nothing to prove. When you're together, you got nothing to lose. In a world full of strangers, you don't know who to trust. All you see is danger, trying to find what you lost. You can't go it alone, everybody needs help. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself. You gotta find your people that'll call your bluff, who'll ride along when the road is rough. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel equal. They pick you up and don't put you down, help you find your way in the lost and found. In a world full of strangers, you don't know who to trust. All you see is danger, trying to find what you lost. You can't go it alone, everybody needs help. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself. The ones that understand you, the ones that lend a hand to you, the ones that don't demand anything from you. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel alright, that tell you the truth and wish you well. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself.
How do you do it? You got me in it, and I can't explain how you turn me with the fury of a hurricane. It can't be easy, I'm not easy, but you seem to pull me through. Every path and every question brings me back to you, and it's strange. Don't know if you know all the things that you have changed. Oh, and I just wanna say, if I didn't love you, then what would I have if I didn't love you? I wouldn't be who I am, would I be drifting with nowhere to land? I don't know what I'd do if I didn't love you. All the madness and the chaos going on outside, coming at us through the TV. The world's on fire, and everything is so uncertain. It's getting hard to make it through. When there's nothing left to be said, I look at you, and it's strange how the touch of a hand can make you feel safe. Oh, and I just wanna say, if I didn't love you, then what would I have if I didn't love you? I wouldn't be who I am, would I be drifting with nowhere to land? I don't know what I'd do if I didn't love you, if I didn't I didn't love you? Then what would I have if I didn't love you? I wouldn't be who I am. Would I be drifting with nowhere to land? I don't know what I'd do. No, I don't know what I'd do if I didn't love you.
They don't tell you how to become a man. With stars in your eyes, nothing in your hands. Heart's been broken 240 times. A couple from the lovers, the rest of the faults were mine. So don't turn your back, careful what you say, it's hard to take it back. Remember what you learned when you were 3 feet high. Mother told you why, and now it makes you cry. This is growing up, and I find myself again, coming back to play pretend. It's so easy to be young, but I'm changing. This is growing up. This is growing up. I'm changing. This is growing up. Back to the dream we once had. Back to the childhood romance. When we danced all night and my feet didn't move, but the walls, they knew you'd be mine. Yeah, I know it's sad. Time is moving on and you can't take it back. Remember what you learned when you were 3 hours late and your dad had to wait 'cause he slept through half of the day. This is growing up, and I find myself again, coming back to play pretend. It's so easy to be young, but I'm changing. This is growing up. This is growing This is growing up, and I find myself again, coming back to play pretend. It's so easy to be young, but I'm changing. This is growing up. This is
I saw a photograph from 10 years back. It's you and I were standing in the rain, somewhere outside Atlanta, and I think my 12-seat band is right there out of frame. This was before I knew my way around Los Angeles, before I ever cared about nice neighborhoods. We were driving through the night, sleeping on hotel floors, and thinking that we had it good. We were kids back then, thinking we would live forever. We were kids back then. We were wild and free, taking on the world together. We were kids back then. That's how we're always gonna be. Friend on my timeline who had lately been on my mind. We were close as blood, forget all the stupid reasons we lost touch. It was just because we were kids back then, thinking we would live forever. We were kids back then, you and me. We were wild and free, taking on the world together. We were kids back then. That's how we're always gonna be. All you got to do is blink your eyes and the years go by like that. They fly right past. I don't want to wait to realize everything that you and I already have. 5:30 in the morning and we're awake again. You are holding baby Jane. I lean in to take a picture when it hits me. In 20 years I will look back and say, we were kids back then, thinking we would live forever. We were kids back then. We're so young and free, taking on the world together. We were kids back then. That's how we're always gonna be. We were kids back then, thinking we would live forever. We were kids back then, you and me. We were wild and free, taking on the world together. We were kids back then. That's how we're always gonna be. That's how we're always gonna be. That's how we're always gonna be.
Don't forget the little things in life that make you happy. Yeah. Don't forget the little things in life that make you smile. Oh, cast your cares aside and think about the things that make you smile. Big white puffy clouds in a big blue sky. Finding as many cloud pictures as you can find. Happy yellow flowers and a homemade pie. Oh, don't forget the happy little thing. A hot cup of coffee at the start of a day. Driving to work and getting green lights all the way. Listening to the radio and your song play. Oh, don't forget the happy little things. Don't forget the little things in life that make you happy. Yeah, yeah. Don't forget the little things in life that make you smile.
These outstanding students have shown incredible dedication and achievement.
Sophia Rebecca Aceves, Samuel Adame, Gilbert Aguirre, Savannah Obadadi, Aurelia Alderson, Abigail Alonzo, Christian Alvarado, Isaiah Unaya, Madison Olivia Anderson, Jaden Ashby, Rosa Atikian, Jack Arba, Caleb Baptist, Nevi Barbo, Jason Beckman, Emma Benson, Reagan Joyce Burman, Genevieve Blank, Noah James Bajorquez, Judah Bortolomedi, Owen Bauer, Audrey Bratt, Seth Caro, Haley Marie Carpenter, Kaylana Gray Carrasco, Lily Casino, Christian Centeno, Nicholas Chavarria, Alex Chavez, Matthew Chavez, Joshua Seco, Lillian Klein, Flor de Maria Hawk, Mariah Norina Coronel, Daniel Covarrubias, Dalen Alexander Craig, Mason Kranz Vargas, Olivia Bella Cruz, Sky Dialicio, Madison Dalgiddy Scow, Azia Dalawar, Miriam Dalawar, Colton Davis Day, Paige Mackenzie Deutsch, Emma Durniak, Ginkgo Dupuy, Leonore Juliet Ewen Dyer, Evelyn Emilio, Caitlin Emilio, Nair Ayinde Favorite, Sophia Adeline Frazier, Gabriel Isaac Garcia, Isabel Garcia, Ava Goddard, Emma Gonzalez, Aileen Alondra Gonzalez, Alyssa Graham, Aubrey Griffith, Catherine Gruen, Andrew Gutierrez, Jaden Gutierrez, Liliana Michaela Guzman, Sarah Gultamarian, Mira Jane Hansel, Jaden Subi Hansau, Logan Harrington, Maitea Henderson, Amelia Hernandez, Addison Hill, Cadence Hodges, Madeline Hughes, Maxwell Hughes, Peter Jordi Hall, Brianna Hurtado, Olivia Jameson, Isaiah Carlos Hasso, Evangelina Howduji, Micah Juniel, Aiden Kim, Emma King, Malachi Kong, Enna Kuklis, Dylan Lasifikar Ondap, Olivia Lane, David Lee, Ryan Lillibridge, Inez Lamas, Abel Martin Luna, Rees Macias, Catherine Mancia, Samantha Mancia, Diego Mendez Martlet, Christian Martinez, Elizabeth Massengill, Jennifer Mayorga, Michaela McLennan, Victor Medina, Grace Mahaney, Sinai Melgosa, Brandon Michael, Ryan Michelson, Zayden Middleton, Salvatore Militello, Michael Manafu, Jose Montoya, Josiah Murillo, Jessica Nguyen, Christopher Nicholson, Jonah Nawatney, Samantha Ocampo, Jasmine Osegueda, Angela Rose Padula, Emily Jewel Palomo, Olivia Sequoia Pack, Rebecca Parrish, Leopold Pearson, Maya Lisbeth Pedrosa, Jonathan Xavier Pena, Annalise Jasmia Perez, Maddie Peters, Lily Mae Pistilli, Avery Poskett, Audrey Prinzing, Adriana Ramirez Costello, Madison Rash, Finn Redding, Charlie Reddix, Tyler Reed, Taryn Reese, Savannah Reyes, Emiliano Karma Robine, Nicole Robledo, Keziah Liselena Robles, Mallory Ryan Rodriguez, William Roundtree, Tanner Rowe, Jonathan Rubalcaba, Renee Sandberg, Malia Santomen, Moahid M. Sayed, Simone Shalhoub Isip, Kieran A. Schroeder, Lucian Schroeder, Sophia Scott, Marina Kathlena Shambra, Jacob Shearhold, Nick Simental, Bradley Sinner, Mila Slaughter, Violet Soria, Cassandra Marie Soto, Isaiah Raymond Spalding, Jeremiah Cole Spalding, Cadence Spiegler, Carissa Renee Stark, Derek Stinnert, Leanna Nura Suleman, Gianni Brandon Talbert, Cash Thomas, Keely Thomas, Ariana Tompkins, Madison C. Torrell, Rosemarie Malaya Umapig, Cesar Urias, Isaiah Vargas, Christopher Vega Sanchez, Mackenzie Webster, Hayden Wilderdick, Colin Shea Wilson, Jonas Woodruff, Aiden Yan, Ivory Yan, Hector Zamora Reyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's with immense pride and joy that I now pronounce you the class of 2024 as graduates. Each of you has demonstrated exceptional dedication and resilience, and today you stand ready to embark on new adventures. Congratulations on your well-earned success. And as we bring the ceremony to a close, I urge you, the graduates of the class of 2024, to carry the lessons and friendships you formed into the future. Go forth with courage and compassion, and let your lives be guided by the wisdom and integrity you have cultivated during your time with us. Congratulations once again. We are all incredibly proud of you, and we can't wait to see the wonderful paths you will pave.